Hello, welcome to another episode of Entertainment Download, where we can teach you how you can reduce your carbon footprint and help protect the environment by no.
What?
We're doing how to survive the zombie apocalypse. Alright, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right, okay? This is not 28 days later sprinting zombies. This isn't, oh, heaven help me, Zombieland. This is freaking George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, meandering, flesh-craving, rotten, slow-moving zombies, okay? Zombies don't fall in love, and detective zombies? No. No. No to that, I say. I got that out of the way. So, zombies, it has been a cultural phenomenon. It has created really an obsession with what zombies are and this virus, the whole decentralization of society. Everyone, I guess, just has an internal desire just to shoot people in the head. I guess it's kind of dark, but with this obsession that we have created, it has spawned some TV series and movies, the more popular of them being The Walking Dead. Now, in the Walking Dead universe, they don't call them zombies, they call them walkers. Why? This is because in that universe, they don't even have zombie culture. Before the apocalypse, they just watched, I don't know, episodes of The Office or something, I guess, before any of that. The works of George Romero were never released. And now, as the Walking Dead series is ending, a new series has already begun, with the very original title, Fear the Walking Dead. Really? Is no one else confused by the confusingly similar dumb? Just me? Okay. Fear the Walking Dead takes place in the same universe as The Walking Dead, but it starts right before the zombie apocalypse. We get to see it all go down, the one thing that the other show sort of skipped over. But it begs the question, what would actually happen during a zombie apocalypse? We know it wouldn't be anything like the TV show, because as we've already established, they didn't know what zombies were. So they didn't know how to prepare for it, whereas everyone has their own zombie survival kit and plan, mapping out where they're going to go when it happens. Because I have a battle axe in my room ready the moment it all happens. Because I guess we all just have that inner desire to kill people. Yeah. Anyway. So, what we know about zombies is, or at least the classic zombie. The classic zombie moves at about 2 miles an hour, is fairly slow, infects others by biting them. And the speed of infection, it varies. From series like The Walking Dead, it takes a couple of hours, whereas in, let's say, World War Z, it takes a matter of seconds. But we're working on the traditional zombie, so it's a quick turn. There isn't much time between the person being bit and then the person, they get turned to zombie, and that's a whole mess. But how long would it take for one zombie to become thousands, millions of zombies? In the movie, like in World War Z, it seems to happen instantly. But really, would that happen in our society? Because everyone knows what a zombie is, and we'd be prepared for it. Even if you didn't know what a zombie was, if we just started with one zombie, you see a dead guy stand up, walking around, you'd be like, hey, it's a zombie, shoot him in the head, just run over him, all of that. And even if you didn't know who he was, you'd still want to stay back from him. So would a zombie actually create another patient 1 or patient 0? To establish if this would happen, we have to create a simulation with zombies and victims and their environment. And I do not have the time or the resources to create some fancy schmancy computer thing, so I decided to create my simulation in Minecraft. Now, I know what you're saying, Minecraft may not be the most realistic and may lack the basic fundamentals of physical laws like gravity, but when it comes to zombies, those guys did their research. I mean, it fits all the criteria. They move at about 2 miles an hour. They're meandering, rotten corpses that don't have any logic. They just go to wherever their victims are. And they also bite and infect their prey. And in this case, that is the villager. Now, the villager or NPC doesn't do much in Minecraft, but when it comes to zombies, they have one rule. Run away. Run indoors. That's a pretty good rule in my opinion. But that's what they do. They try to get away from the zombie, especially during nighttime, they go indoors. So now that we have our simulation we're going to create, we have to build it. Now, let's say if we were doing it in, let's say, the population density of Manhattan, which is about 150 people to about a football field. So I created a football field size area, let's say, in Minecraft, and I put 150 villagers. One of them is going to be a zombie. And I'm going to time the difference between the first bite and the very last one and see how quick the zombie outbreak would actually occur, even if it does. But there are different scenarios and different terrains that we will face. So I've done 3 different tests. One, in a place with the street, houses, and doors. Now the doors are important because what villagers do and what humans would do is we would run away from the zombies indoors and close the door behind us, and that's what they do. So the only way zombies can get in is if either the person or the villager opens the door, try to escape, or they break down the door. And that might take a while, and there's a low chance of that happening in the game. The second test, it has all the buildings, all the corners, but no doors. So the zombies still have some areas to move around, trying to navigate, get to the villagers, but they aren't barred down by any doors. They can just walk right through. Then the third test, I have nothing. No buildings, no doors, just the zombies and the villagers. So I ran the simulation, and this is what I came up with. In the first test, it took 2 minutes and 44 seconds for the first bite. Because as soon as the zombie came up, all the villagers decided to move away and go indoors, and that did stop zombies for a while, but eventually a zombie was able to bite, corner one of the other villagers and kill him. Then, after that, just grew exponentially from there. And then at 15 minutes and 28 seconds, every villager was consumed. It took a while because a lot of them were trying to hide in the buildings, but zombies eventually got in and killed them all, or zombified them. I guess they're dead or not. In the second test, where there was no doors, just the walls, in 44 seconds, the first bite occurred. And then only 5 minutes, everyone was a zombie. It was a whole zombie party up in there. Everyone. It was insane. And what you notice is that the mobs form in almost in the ways that they do in the TV show, that a whole group goes to go after one person at once, sort of cornering them in. Then at the last test, which I thought would yield the quickest results, actually I couldn't get a zombie to bite a single villager. Although there may be nothing getting in the zombie's way getting the villager, this villager doesn't have any corners that he'll be attacked in. They just go in circles around each other. So if this teaches us anything, it's that during the event of a zombie apocalypse, which will undoubtedly happen, we need to get to somewhere barren, to get out of the city. Get somewhere flat like a desert or a forest, somewhere where you won't be cornered in. But this is all assuming that the government has no hand in this. Now, in the Walking Dead universe, they didn't know what a zombie was, so they weren't able to prepare for it. But the US government actually has a plan for a zombie outbreak, and it is totally serious. You can read, it is designed not to be a joke. They have a plan for it. They also, what I thought was really great, they actually classified different types of zombies there may be. Now, there's the logical ones, pathogenic zombies, radiation zombies, where the infection could occur from that. Then it goes down a little far-fetched, there's chicken zombies, and I kid you not, evil magic zombies. America. Way to go. Way to go. But the government has been able to deal with infections, and the CDC does have plans in case something like this happens. Like the SARS outbreak, the government was able to contain that. But let's get back to the effects. Even if the government wasn't able to control all the zombies, and it would take some time for them to do it, what would you do? What would happen? Well, the first thing that I would do is I'd grab my Battle Axe, my Harry Potter books, stuff them in a bag, and ride right straight through the highway, try to get out of town. and that's what everyone else is going to do. During a zombie apocalypse, during any really apocalypse, everyone is going to be on the roads. It will be a massive traffic jam, leaving you as a very tasty buffet to your zombified friends. So, you need to leave the city wherever you're at. Doors are preferable, but get out of somewhere you're not cornered in, and don't take the road. And also, from a lot of documentaries that I saw, yes, there are documentaries about zombies, it suggested that the main test is not who can kill the zombie the best, it's who can survive the longest in the wild. The man who packs the water bottle is going to survive more than the man who packs the axe. Sorry, Jeremy. That's the name of my axe. I name my axes, don't judge me. As you can see, the zombie outbreak would be similar in a lot of ways to, let's say, The Walking Dead, but it would be different. Like, for example, these are actually dead zombies, whereas in The Walking Dead, they're all still living people. Yeah, isn't that not common knowledge? Yeah. In the very first episode, there are 2 instances of people being killed. Look. In season 3, I think it was, there was a scientist guy who had a theory that zombies, they weren't really, or walkers, excuse me, they weren't really completely dead. That there was something inside their brains, maybe some sort of subconscious memory of who they were. And he tested this, and although it went horribly wrong, I mean, that doesn't mean he was incorrect. In fact, there's evidence of it. In the very first episode, there are 2 instances. One, at the very beginning scene, you see a little girl, a zombie girl, walking past a car, and you see her bend down and pick up a teddy bear. And what does she do with it? She doesn't rip it, try to eat it, mangle it. No, she just picks it up and walks it around with it. Now, that might not be just a little girl, but that is a sign that something, maybe inside her brain, she has some sort of connection with it. And again, later on in the episode, or in one of the other episodes, we see the zombie woman, the mother of the boy, and the father go up to the house, and instead of banging on the door trying to get in, she turns the doorknob. Now, I'm sure there's some sort of velociraptor door-opening joke that could be made, but I'm too lazy to figure it out, so just create it and insert it where you think it's funny. Alright, so these zombies, this is proof that they are obtaining some sort of subconscious level of thought, of former self. But Grant, you say, what about this whole CDC thing, when you saw the diagram and the whole CGI thing of the zombie outbreak occurring, and you see all that black stuff go through the brain? Well, yeah, sure, the person may have died, all of their neurons and stuff shut down, but who knows what else was rebooted when that thing happened. I mean, the zombies need their motor skills, they need their ears and their eyes. Maybe that also rebooted some memories of who they were. But what about them being walking corpses and rotting all over the place? Well, that is offensive, because like leprosy is something kind of like that, where it looks like it's rotten flesh, and sometimes actually, when you lose the feeling to limbs and some extremities, they actually rot and fall off. So just because you see someone who's walking around a whole walking corpse, that doesn't mean that they're actually a walking corpse. Don't judge a zombie by its cover, bruh. Grant, 2015. Hope you enjoyed your daily dose of entertainment. I'm Gumshoes Grant, and this is Entertainment Download. Hey there, thank you for watching our second episode of Entertainment Download. We hope you enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you again. If you liked what you saw, please click here to subscribe, unless I haven't realized or figured out how to edit that part, so I'm just an idiot staring at a blank point in space. Yeah, well, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Until then, oh!